Hello, it's Grow99, and this is going to be an update video on the new snapshot 14W25B. It's recording on the 20th. I believe the snapshot came out on the 19th, and there was a lot of stuff added. Now I'm going to start off with this coarse dirt. As you can see, it looks a bit like dirt, a bit like gravel. Not exactly sure what the point of it is. It's just got a kind of rougher texture than the normal dirt, and it's crafted with 2 dirt, 2 gravel as such, and makes 4 coarse dirt. I think it might be kind of like how they added podgel and mycelium. It just might be another kind of dirt type for another biome, but as of yet, that if it is for a new biome, it's not added yet. This is mycelium, by the way. And this podgel mycelium is from mushroom biomes, and podgel is from the spruce forest. Now, another big update is, as you probably know if you play much Minecraft, you craft, or not really craft, but you make a snow golem with 2 snow like this and a pumpkin on top. You make an iron golem with 4 iron blocks like this, and a pumpkin on top. I'm in the way. But now, you are able to craft them like that, sideways, in that orientation as well. They still appear upright, but I think that's kind of interesting. So, it added quite a bit. Now, one of my favorite additions is underwater dungeons. Now, that's not just a dungeon that spawns underwater, because that already happens. It's a specific dungeon, much larger than the desert temple or the jungle temple. I thought I saw something that was like 50 by 50 blocks or something. And in that, it spawns unique blocks. So, as you know, the normal dungeon has mossy cobble, and the stronghold, which is another generated structure, has those various different types of brick. Now, these are the new ones just added. This one is the dark prismarine. You can see it's a bit darker. Now, interesting note, prismarine was actually not made by Mojang. It's not a real thing, but one of the employees, I think it might have been Jeb, has put out a notice or something online asking for name ideas for this new block, and he released a picture of it, and somebody said prismarine, which comes from like prism, and marine, because it's underwater. So that's the dark prismarine. This is the normal prismarine, which looks kind of nice. It's this blue with purpley shades in it. So I was going to turn down my settings. With this purple. And the prismarine bricks, which I think look really nice too. There's also this, the sea lantern. Let me just get it out. Here it is. Sea lantern, yep. Now this is pretty bright. It's got a brightness level of 15, which is the same as glowstone, and it stays right underwater. Now also, it added this back. Now this is the sponge, by the way, and if you know a lot about Minecraft, you might know that the sponge used to be in the game. And what the sponge did was that it would stop water flowing or blocks from appearing within a certain radius of it. So you put it down, and then water would just not be able to appear within that radius. That is partially back. If you place down a normal sponge, which is this one on the left, it will remove the water within this radius, as you can see. What was that, 5, 6 blocks? Maybe 8 actually, because that was on the edge. So if I place this here. Yeah, like 5 blocks. And it becomes a wet sponge. Now the wet sponge does not remove water, as you can see. And actually, in that underwater dungeon I just mentioned, there's one room where it is just the sponge, wet sponge on the ceiling. Now it doesn't do the same to lava, as you can see. It'd be kind of cool if this placing it next to lava would dry it out, but it doesn't. Just make it clear it just removes water. Now, that's really useful because if you've ever tried to build underwater, it is a real pain to remove water from stuff, because before now the only way was to place a block on every spot and then remove it, and then that block would be gone. But it's a huge pain. But now you can just place a bunch of these around. You can easily clear out an underwater area. It's very nice. Now once you have this, you can dry it back out in a furnace. Sorry, there's a bit of lag here. Now, I think that this is kind of interesting. So you start this. And watch. Now, to begin with, it makes a sponge. But if there's a bucket in the fuel slot, once you're drying it out, so you put in the fuel, it goes into that fire of it, then you put in a bucket, it fills up that bucket of water. It fills up that bucket with water. I'm not sure if it'll actually work if there's that many, but... And? A bucket of water, so you can get the water back. And you're still drying them out. I think that that's a really nice addition. That's really well thought out. Now, they're not a bad block. They could be used for pixel art or something. And this, by the way, is the wet sponge. As you can see, it has the water dripping animation, like as if there's a block above it with water. So, if you don't know, if you go under block, it's going to quickly pause and show this better. So, this is what I mean. You can see the water droplets, that little animation. It's the same as on that. So that's kind of nice. Now, but the biggest thing that's come out of this is these two new hostile mobs. They are the Guardian and the Elder Guardian. Now the Guardian and the Elder Guardian spawn around these temples. The Elder Guardians spawn inside in specific areas. They're kind of like a boss, even though they don't have the same health thing as the boss. The Elder Guardians also have the third most health, and this... Oh, sorry, still set on peaceful. This is a normal one. Just going to put one on land. So as you can see, they're kind of fish. Have this one eye and these weird spiked things. Now, if you kill them, they drop 3 things. One is raw fish, another is prismarine shards. That's what these are, by the way. In these item frames. Sorry, prismarine shards and prismarine crystals, and you can use these to craft the different prismarine bricks and such. And by the way, iron golems will kill them because they are hostile mob, as you just saw there. Then there's a rare drop of them dropping the other kinds of fish, so the clownfish, the salmon, and such. So it drops that. Then the other big thing that came with this snapshot, and will be in 1.8 by the way, is a new enchantment. Now I really should put a sign on these, but it is Depth Strider, and I got some Depth Strider 3. Now my helmet here is Depth Strider, and like any other enchanted book, You can enchant stuff with it. And I suppose you get it the same way. I don't know if you'll be able to get it from the dungeon or not. I didn't put this episode out yesterday actually because I couldn't find a dungeon. But from what I understand from the wiki and forum and such, is that these let you walk underwater at normal speed, because if you know when you go underwater, you go slower. So yeah, look how fast I'm going. Now if I don't, look how much slower I go. Now these are of course depth strider 3. I'm actually not sure if it's just the boots that affect it. No, everything does. So yeah, that's a nice little enchant. That's nice that they added that. So now, this alongside the other potions, water breathing, and night vision, let you see underwater pretty well, and walk underwater. And then there's the other enchantment of breaking blocks faster underwater. So yes, there's that. Now, let me show you how these guys fight. Now, I'm going to cut out in a few minutes and spawn an Elder Guardian. There's no spawn egg for them. You can only spawn in the Elder Guardian with a command. Now, from what I've read about these guys, they are hard to fight. Oh, whoops, got 2 of them there. Come on, scroll. Scroll. Having a lot of lag here. I'm not actually sure how much life these guys have. I don't think I'm hitting him right now. Come on. Not sure when they added this, by the way, but I noticed just a little while ago that you can't break blocks with a sword in creative, which is so nice. Alright. So, if you'll notice, he's staring at me. Now there's this little laser thing. Now I believe that this goes away if you get behind a block, yeah, so it is a line of sight thing. But if I get close again, there's a place, do I still have, no, I got rid of my blocks. So, oh, like, just gonna hit him. Here I am. And now, it's gonna see if he hits me. See how many hearts he does. Just gonna drink the water breathing and night vision. Yeah, so see, now here's the laser again. Not sure what I didn't do before, maybe because it's in such a small area. Let's see how much damage it does. And remember, I'm wearing full diamond armor. And okay, so 1 heart with diamond armor. See what he does without it. I don't want to hit him because I'm scared I might kill him and then I'd have to spawn another one in. Alright, I think he's supposed to be in a water area. I might put in some pictures of a temple, or not temple, underwater dungeon at the end of this. Alright. Come on. This takes a second, so I would imagine that you could just rush in. Alright, 2 hearts. So, from what I've read on the wiki, which I'll put a link to in the description, what they do is they get you from a distance, so if you get up to them, then they just swim away. Now, of course, because they're so much faster, it's also hard to get at them underwater. I may get another video of me fighting them in actual deep water, in a probably right after this clip, but just wanted to kill that quickly. So, yeah, as you can see, I got more prismarine shards and fish. So probably turn back into creative. Yeah, what are you gonna do now? Slime. Alright, believe that you can, yep, prismarine, it says 4 of those, kind of like with sand to sandstone. What do you do with these again? Now, I really should have this recipe written down somewhere, but believe that you craft the other thing. No other way around. Oh, I got rid of all the shards, didn't I? Just have those 4. Come on. If you want to know how to craft the new things in this, the shards and stuff, check out the wiki. It'll give a lot of more specific information too. Alright. So, another thing is if you break one of these lanterns, and I'm just going to go into peaceful because I'm going to have to switch into survival to do this. You don't get that back directly, you get prismarine crystals, and I'm just going to empty my inventory just so that you get an idea. Now it's a random number. It takes 5 of them to craft one, and you get a random number, I think between 3 and 5. Fortune pickaxe will increase the number, but you won't get any more. So you're just going to be lowering your loss. It's kind of like with glowstone, how it takes 4 to craft, but you don't necessarily get 4 back when you break it. So see, I broke 4 there and I only get 9. So, yeah. And, hello, this is Crow99 again. I didn't show you all of the crafting. So this 2x2 of the shards is how you craft the normal prismarine block. This 8 normal prismarine shards surrounding an ink sac is how you make the dark prismarine. By the way, the Guardians, and I believe all the Guardians, are hostile towards the player and squids, so if you're along the bottom there, you may see a bunch of ink sacs on the bottom, and I'm sure somebody will figure out some way to make a farm with that. This is how you make the prismarine bricks. It is just the whole crafting grid 3x3 filled up with the shards. And this is how you make the lantern. It is 5 of these crystals and 4 of the shards. It's an interesting pattern. I haven't seen one like that before. And also, big news, you can now make cracked brick. So you just take normal stone bricks, put them in a furnace with some fuel source, and you crack them with the heat, I guess. This is nice because before you can only find these in strongholds. So now you're able to make cracked bricks, and you can find the carved brick and the mossy brick still in survival. So that's kind of nice. It opens up another cool looking block type. I'll definitely be using this. It definitely can make something look a bit more natural if it's not so smooth. And a few seconds. It is another bit of difficulty because you need to smelt the cobblestone, then craft it, and then smelt it again. And there it is. Cracked stone brick. There it is. Put it next to some normal brick. As you can see, a bit more broken up. So, I was saying that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back, and just going to sow the elder guardian now, and I have the water breathing potion, and there are no spawn eggs, and I haven't found a underwater monument, so I'm just gonna spawn it in like this. Alright, bit of lag. I just saw it. Where did it just go? Oh, no, I believe I may still be in peaceful. Yep. So I'm gonna have to replace that. Oh, look at all my different things. From that apple, it's the enchanted apple. Because I don't want to die here. Oh, one last thing. Just gonna sow the sponge in action as well. Alright. And there it is. So I'm, by the way, wearing the depth walking thing. What's it called again? Depth Strider 3. And oh gosh, I'm going to try to place a sponge here. You can see the laser. Let's see how many hearts it does. And remember, I have full diamond. That was the sponge, and it's just being filled in immediately. There's a bit of lag here. Can't seem to hit it. And remember, I also have the resistance and absorption, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. Alright, let's just let it hit me, and I have all this stuff, then I'll show it in a minute without all this stuff on. So you can see, even with the ability, it's just swimming away. I really should have a bow here. And I can of course swim up to try to hit it, but it's faster than I as the player am. So yeah, I'm just going to go cut to a better view of this. Alright. And just starting it up here, I thought that you might be able to get a better view here than fighting it underwater, so. Alright. Yeah, it's peaceful. It's peaceful here too. Sorry, I sneezed there. Not sure why it's not spawning. Is it spawning somewhere else? Not sure why that's not working. Well, anyway. Back to squids. I'm going to show how they're aggressive towards, or guardians, that is, how they are aggressive towards squid. Or maybe it's just the Elder Guardian. Let's see. Oh, by the way, another thing. A squid on land, if you manage to strand it, will die. Has to be in the water. I believe. Does it? But, these guardians won't. It might just be the Elder Guardians. Oh, yeah, see? There it goes. Whoa, I spawned too many. Oh, see, it's targeting the squid. And give it a second. Oh yeah, you can see more targeting down there. By the way, a bit more about the underwater monument or temple or whatever. It has, as a treasure, 8 blocks of gold. That's 72 ingots. It has 3 of the dungeon bosses, the Elder Guardians, and then the normal Guardians spawn around it. And the Elder Guardian, which I showed a second ago, that, oh, see, they're killing them. It drops the same thing as the small ones, but then it also sometimes drops a wet sponge if it's killed by a player. So there's been other bug fixes in this, but overall that is it. Thank you for watching, and like or subscribe.